Burkina Faso is now free to visit for all African nationals. Ouagadougou says it's waiving fees on entry visas for citizens across the continent. The only requirement for Africans wanting to visit Burkina Faso is to fill out an online form and have their application approved. Until now, a tourist visa cost just under $100, while a business visa ran to about $165. The country's Minister of Security, Mahamadou Sana, said the measure was aimed at strengthening the historic bonds of brotherhood between African people as part of a pan-Africanist agenda of interim President Ibrahim Troare. Sana said the move would also help to boost tourism to the West African nation, promote Burkinabe culture, and improve Burkina Faso's visibility abroad.
Hello, my people. The Burkina Faso military junta leader has declared visa-free from all African people to travel there. If you're an African, if you want to go to Burkina Faso, you should not pay any fee, any visa fee. What you need is just a passport to travel there. As you see in that short video clip, I think we need more of this Ibrahim Troare in Africa. We need more leaders to have this heart of Africa, very good heart, to be in charge of all African countries. You know what I mean? We need people like this guy. Yeah, I'm telling you, this guy have a love for his people. I don't care if he's a military leader or not, because even when we have a democratical elected leader, they're not doing what this guy is doing in that country. I will not only doing for his country, he shows that he loves the whole entire Africa, because for him to say, if you're an African, no matter where you live in Africa, if you want to come to Burkina Faso, you should come to Burkina Faso without any hustle. You don't have to pay fees. Like we see, like traveling in other African countries, sometimes, it's difficult, even among Africans. But Africans shouldn't have, I believe that Africa shouldn't have like a physical border. They might have it imaginary, I'm not against having a country, but I'm saying I'm talking about having like, restriction from movement, from Africans going to any African country. That should be easy. The Africans should make it easy as possible, because that's what we have in Europe. If you're in Europe, all these European countries, they can move. They can go on holidays among themselves without hustle. And movement. When people moves about, they moves about their wealth as well, their pocket. So, but I think Ibrahim Traore should go further. Maybe nobody have told him this. He should go further to say, like, any black person in the world, no matter where you are born, even if you are born in America, or you are born in Australia, or you are born in UK, even if you are not, you're not an African, but maybe during slavery, or you find yourself, or your forefathers find themselves somewhere they couldn't trace their way back to Africa. They should be free as well. They should give them free pass, no visa, nothing. Just them just come in if they want to come, because they are still Africans. You know what I mean? Even though some of them doesn't like to say that, but I think if we can go and say, any black person in the world, if you want to come to Africa, Burkina Faso, you can come free. No one should charge you. They should have that privilege more than any other person. Even I'm not saying like, they're gonna say, because Americans, we have visa for American visa fee. If you're an American, because they're American, they should pay. No, once you should look at them, their color. It's not racism. It's just a way of making things easy for your people, which other people does it. Recently, Donald Trump, welcomed the refugees from South Africa. And these refugees, they are minority in South Africa, but they are the people that look like him. He welcomed them, but even though they are not even refugees in the first place, but he used that as an excuse. So that's what Burkina Faso should do. So I think they can go further and say any person that have the same skin color like me should travel to Burkina Faso. No one should charge them any fee if they can get flights there, pay for their flight. That's it. They can go. And the other African countries, they should do the same. They should pass the same law and say, look, we don't have, if you are from any other African countries, you can come. But we know, like, there's other African countries that think, like, I don't think, I'm not saying, I don't see them passing this kind of law because they think, like, they are better off than other African countries. So they don't want other African countries they consider they are not poor, they are poor, to come to their country. Maybe because some of them come and become nuisance. You know what I mean? I understand that, but we shouldn't have barriers for traveling among ourselves because we are the same people. You know what I mean? At least we have the same color, stuff like that, and we share the same continent. That should be enough to make things easy. You know what I mean? Because all these barriers we are seeing, all these names we bear in Africa, is not even most of the names that we bear as a country in Africa are not given by African country, by our people. All these names, even Burkina Faso, Congo, stuff like that. Our colonial masters' name they give us. The same thing in Nigeria, they give this name. Ghana, the same thing, they give this name to the region, you know what I mean? But even people from there didn't give themselves this name. The only thing they give, the only thing these people that bears this name that the colonial master give them get is their flag color. You know what I mean? Some of them don't even have, the color. The color of their flag was imposed by them by their colonial master. You know what I mean? So this Ibrahim Troare, I think history will remember him well. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.